have not done anything for women's sports.
Let me tell you what happened. I didn't hear about you until a few years ago.
It doesn't matter, but you heard about me now. But you heard about me now.
Yes, I
So
heard
again,
about
you
you
discredit
now.
me becoming a world champion. Did you ever think to know? This is a real kicker right here.
Go ahead.
To think that I didn't have a test, to go into somebody else's backyard, to bet on myself, to have everything and everybody against me, to fight Terry Harper in her backyard. Could she ever do that? Absolutely not.
I didn't have to.
She didn't have to.
Know why I don't have to?
No, because we could have made this fight with match. You could have came up to the prom, but at the end of the day,
no, but you don't deserve.
But listen, at the end, at the end of the day, at the end of the
you're
day,
mad. Listen, you're
at the end of the day,
I'll tell you why she's mad. I'll tell you why she's mad.
Just let me finish. At the end of the day, my character speaks for itself. I went to the UK. I fought against Terry Harper. I knocked her out in the 4th round, got knockout of the year. My come up has been awesome. My journey has been great. And you're not going to discredit me because of that.
I'm not trying to discredit you. I'm speaking facts.
But you were discrediting me.
This is why she's mad. You had to go over to someone else's yard.
But guess what? But that speaks character. Because you couldn't have done that.
I would have had to if I had to. I didn't have to. You want to know why? I thrived in the amateurs. I made an Olympic team, and I got a contract going into the pros. I did that for myself. You're the one discrediting me.
I'll ask you the same thing that I asked Alycia. Has that 5 weeks, has this made it even more real? The beef between you two?
5 weeks flew by like that. It's nothing. It's still the same.
Still the same.
Is there any respect there at all?
There's no respect.
None?
No.
Why?
Because this is a fight game. I don't have respect for her. That's just that.
I respect her enough as a fighter.
Sport,
I respect her enough as a fighter to train my ass off, to train as hard as possible and make sure that I prove that I back up everything that I'm saying. This is a legacy fight. Your legacy is gonna be that loud mouth, you know what, that couldn't back it up. Couldn't back it up. That's your legacy.
You're gonna see. You've never been in the ring with somebody like me.
You keep saying that. Who have you been in the ring with? On paper,
no,
you are not my biggest test.
You
might be. I'll see. I'll let you know after the fight. On paper, I'm not. On paper, I am. Just admit that. On paper, I'm your biggest test.
The opponents that you have underprepared, last minute.
How do you
She's
know?
never.
You don't even know
I
these
do.
people.
I actually do. But at the end of the day, Michaela's just someone I gotta get through. That's it.
Tensions are definitely rising. There's a lot of emotion in the air, understandably. There has been even more time for this to marinate. As to any of the back and forth, there's been plenty of it, a lot being said here, but a lot of it has been on social media. Has any of it got under your skin?
No, I don't even believe her when she talks. She's just gassing herself up. But at the end of the day, I'm Alycia the Baumgardner, and she knows what time it is.
Say my name.
God, it's the same thing over and over again.
Say my name, babe.
Alycia and Michaela have said in the past that you can't hack the pace.
Girl, listen. I prepared for this girl. She is nobody different. I've seen all of her fights.
But you had to prepare for me.
I've seen all of her fights on ESPN. The girl looks the same. She's probably improved, probably 5 stars. Good for her. I know what I'm supposed to do. I've been boxing since the age of 8, and my experience trumps all of that.
What have you done?
So again,
you're
you will
so
see
great,
that.
Baumgardner.
What have I done? I became a world champion.
Okay,
I became a world champion.
What
Okay,
else?
so that's all you need to know.
You went over to someone else's yard and fought Terry Harper and became a champion.
Tell the story, girl. Tell the story.
What have you done since 8 years old? That's 20 years ago, guys.
Tell the story.
What have you done? I'm the question.
I have.
If you're so great and I'm such.
Let me tell you. So at 8 years old, I had experience. I was able to start at a young age. I was able to learn. I was able to gain experience. I was able to train in world champions, training camps. I just gathered so much, and I've done so much, and I've made a name for myself because when I came onto the scene, people knew who I was, and people are still learning who I am. They want to see Alycia Baumgardner. Are they looking up Michaela Mayer? No, she's boring. She's a boring fighter. If you want to see one of her fights, just watch her amateur fights. If you want to see her pro fight, it's the same thing. Same thing.
Can't find any of your amateur fights because you never even made it to the top. But you've been boxing since 8 years old.
That's cool.
So if you think I'm such
with that experience,
what makes you better?
I'll tell you this. I didn't have all the income, the resources to go to.
Stop.
No, you stop.
No, you stop.
You stop.
Because that's the bullshit. I'm sick of that narrative. That narrative.
Girl, okay,
because I'm busting ass. I've been working since I was 15 years old.
I've been working since I was 8 years old. What you talking about?
Going into hotels, 3 or 4 girls. We hustled to get to those tournaments.
And so did I hustle, and I hustled too.
So what's your point?
And so my point is, I made my way.
To get to the
I made my way.
I.
Alycia,
yes.
is Michaela Is she underestimating you?
Absolutely.
I know. I gave you credit. I'm giving you credit. I'm just asking you. You think I'm so much trash?
Me.
What have you done better than me?
Girl, everything. Yep. Go ahead. Breathe
Like
deep.
what?
You're gonna need it.
Example.
I don't need to explain nothing to you. Just know that I'm gonna beat you Saturday night. That's all you gotta worry about. That's all you gotta worry about, Michaela. I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna break your nose.
You better beat me up, girl.
Girl, I am. Trust. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Like I mentioned, been wanting to fight this girl since the amateur days.
Because she knew about me. You always know about the #1 girl. You always know about the girl who's at the top.
Girl, bye.
That's why she's so mad. Because she's had my name on her radar for a long ass time.
Guess what? I got my shot.
Finally, 20 years later.
And I'm happy with that because I get to fight you in the pros. I get to literally
let's just calm it down a bit. You have said there is a little bit of respect there. Is there anything that you see that Alycia does that she does well?
Yeah, she's a good boxer. She's a world champion now. Okay, so and we're at a very competitive division. This is the most stacked division in women's boxing. And so if you make it to the world champion at this weight division, you obviously have something to offer. I don't take anyone cheap. I go in and I train my hardest. I expect to face a very strong, aggressive version of Alycia Baumgardner, the best. Now, whether she's gonna give that to me or not, we'll see. But I'm not gonna underestimate her and train any less hard than I would for anyone else.
You mentioned about being in deep waters. You've been to that territory before. Do you think that will be the difference?
I think that's my strength. I think that I'm well conditioned. I think that a high work rate, high punch count. I feel like I get better as the rounds go on, and that's where I usually break down and start backing up most of my opponents. And I don't ever think that she's been in there with someone who's done that to her. And the one time she did, she lost. So I don't think she's had the fights to make her better. We'll see.
Have you?
Listen, like I mentioned before, Saturday night I will beat Michaela. Anything that she's coming with to take me to deep waters, I'm well prepared. I'm well prepared for everything. I've seen the best Michaela. She has not seen the best Alycia Baumgardner. The world has not seen the best Alycia Baumgardner. The adjustments I'm gonna make is gonna be amazing. She can't think on her own. She needs Coach Al for that.
What are you talking about?
She needs Coach Al for that.
You're just jealous because I have a tight relationship with my coach and you've been through
not
like
at all.
10?
No, not at all.
Or you fired your coach in between these 5-week breaks.
That's not it.
She switched up teams in the last 5 weeks, guys.
No, this is fact.
Don't talk about my relationship with my coach.
I'm not talking. Actually, that's great that you have a great relationship, but you can't think on your own is what I'm saying. You need Coach Al to think for you.
Where did you come up with that? In the gym with your
Girl,
coach?
no.
Where did you come up with that?
It's easy. Watch the fight. A boxer IQ knows this.
Me and my coach are like this.
Okay.
Anything he says is gonna come out. And that's
Girl, you depend on
that's
him.
good.
What do you see when you watch Michaela fight?
Literally, when I see Michaela, I see a flat-footed fighter. I see a little bit of height. I see her get hit a lot. You know, the Hamadouche fight. Really, Hamadouche won that fight.
Hamadouche
to be
would have
honest.
beat your ass.
Girl, bye.
Hamadouche would have beat your ass.
Can you let me finish?
She would have.
You know, she got hit so many times in that fight. I'm like, wow, if she's taking that type of punishment, she would not be able to take that from me, and I know that for a fact.
I wouldn't fight you like I fought
She was so
Hamadouche. If you had such a high ring IQ, you would know that.
Flat-footed.
You have actually said, if your punches land, because you hit hard, that you're going to run.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be on her little bicycle. She's gonna be on her little bicycle. She understands that she's in there with a puncher, so she's gonna play it smart. But guess what? We have a plan for that.
I'm guessing you'll have a plan too.
Listen, the one thing about me is I can fight in all areas of the ring. You don't know what I'm gonna do.
And you don't know what I'm gonna do.
We know what you're gonna do.
No,
yes,
no,
we do.
You don't. You don't. I'm gonna embarrass this girl. It's gonna be great. So make sure y'all tune in Saturday night.
Man. And the crazy thing is, it's like a slow boxing week. I don't even know what the fight of the week is. What's the fight of the week? So if you haven't heard, Alycia Baumgardner has failed, multi-division world champion, Undisputed, has failed the drug test. We're gonna play expert here. Let me pull up the tweet here. Follow me on Twitter at TstreeT Controversy. Canelo and Charlo are about to have their press conference in Los Angeles to close up their two-city press tour. Yesterday was in New York. Today they're in Los Angeles for their fight that's taking place on Showtime pay-per-view for Undisputed at 168 pounds for $84.99 on Showtime pay-per-view. Erickson Lubin versus Jesus Ramos. Not fully confirmed, but it's supposed to be the chief support of the main event undercard co-feature. Chris Arreola, Nightmare Arreola returning against Frank Sanchez. Chris Arreola going to always have a special place in my heart. I'll never forget where I was when he put a boot to Seth Mitchell's ass. I could not stand Seth Mitchell. He was supposed to be Deontay Wilder before Deontay Wilder on HBO, but it's a whole nother story. But yeah, they grinding Alycia Baumgardner ass up. She getting ground up. So according to Darren Rayfield, now news came out earlier this morning. I got a message. Actually, no, it was on. I saw it on Twitter first. Batman Boxing, and the dude Ryan from Ring TV. This was like 6, 7, 8 o'clock this morning Eastern time. And I was like, okay, let's see if this gets confirmed. But people won't just say that just to be saying that, like, yo, like rumor going around she failed the drug test. And then if you head over to her Twitter, she being a little bit of a weirdo. You know, when you fail a PED test, I'm not trying to see no statement. I don't want to see no, she hasn't released a statement, by the way, denying or anything. I want to see you come out like, hell no, I'm not no goddamn drug cheat. I didn't take no needles, god damn it. Did you notice that when fighters fail PED test, they got to draft a statement and all, they got to talk to my lawyers and all that shit? Just say you ain't do it. Just say you ain't do it. What's wrong with that? So when I go to her Twitter and I see all this lollygagging, I'm going to show you. And I'm like, yo, because that's the first thing I do. I'm sitting here in my little fucking house robe from Amazon, paying bills and shit, setting up auto pays, planning for my birthday. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on her Twitter? Let's see what she talking about. Maybe she gonna be like, because you know she got some mouth on her. So I'm like, she gonna come out, Alycia Baumgardner gonna come out and say, hell no, I ain't do that shit. You know, and I'm a dog walk that bitch. You know, that's what she said to Michaela Mayer. But what is she doing instead? She lollygagging. We're gonna figure out what this drug is. I didn't get a chance to look it up. So I said, you know what? Ooh, I'm going to run on YouTube and I'm going to talk about Alycia Baumgardner. I see what she done did. So look, since the news came out, she posted gym time, but then she turned off her comments. Ooh, oh Lord. But look, the comments from yesterday was on. Ooh. Slaying Goliath like David did. And is that the cloud or is that a stone? Fucking slingshot. But then she turned the comments off today. Oh, snap. So she know how it is. She be on Twitter. She need to come out and say, she need to reveal yourself. And she posted this, playing games. I'm blind. Like, you blind now? Huh? What you saying? Huh? And then she posted this. Another day, another battle. Hashtag we good. No, you are not good. Clear your name, madam. Keep showing your faces. Yes, I'm here. I'm TstreeT. Well, I'm here. Yes, I've followed your command. You know? Like, what's this? By the way, it was another cryptic bullshit tweet. So this drug, let's go see what this drug is. Let's Google this. Per sources, with knowledge of results and paperwork I obtained, Big Man Dan, undisputed women's 130-pound champion Alycia Baumgardner tested positive for a banned steroid. Mr. Rolling, you see? Mr. Roloni? What is this shit? In a July 12th urine test conducted by Drug Free Sport. Who the hell is that? Prior to the Lena Tardu fight, that's the girl she fought that beat her before in the past. Results came back on August the 10th, so she knew. Let's see what this is. We're waiting for the Canelo versus Jermell Charlo Los Angeles press conference to start. Right here, they're going to be starting soon. It's going to be starting soon. So let's go see what this shit is. Let's go do a little Google search. Let's go see what this drug. Oh, it says anabolic. What's that mean? It's a synthetic anabolic androgenic steroid, a AAS. Oh, you know what we gonna do? Let me see if they got some YouTube videos on this shit. You know, YouTube, you can find like a doctor telling you exactly what it does to the body. I mean, let's talk about it. Is it taboo to talk about how bulky she is? I met her at Gary Russell versus Tuckstute Nyambayar. She was there. This was in Reading, PA. She's fought in Philly several times and in the Philadelphia area under King's Promotions. Oh, look what comes up when you type it in. Look. It says, oh, bodybuilding. Oh, whoa. She taking this shit? Allegedly? This the good stuff? This the good stuff? I don't want to click on that. Whoa, look at this guy. You think he's on that shit? So is this the brand name? How can I get some? Can you buy it over the counter? Can you buy it over the counter? Let me see. Let's see. Is it illegal? Let me buy some. Let me see how much it costs. Let's see. I think it says 85 bucks. All right, so let's find out what this does. Let's find out what this does to you. Let's play doctor. Let's find out what this does to you. What does do? Okay, so what is it used for in bodybuilding? I can't say this name to save my life. Mester alone. The O. Mester, I got that. There's O right here. It's fucking me up. Like, how do you do this part? You know what? Let's just hear them say it. Let's see.
Proviron Mysterolone.
Mysterolone. There we go. Mysterolone. Duh. You do the first syllable. All right, my bad. I'm tripping.
Steroid profile.
Damn, the press conference is about to start. The press conference is about to start. All right, so let's see what this shit does. What does Mysterolone, what is Mysterolone used for in bodybuilding? She does look like a bodybuilder. Athletes use Mysterolone formula so they could fight against excessive. What is this? Cortisol levels. This would allow them to minimize the catabolism, which leads to intense workout performance. Oh, shit. Proviron, I'm guessing that's the actual tablet name. Mysterone is the drug, the formula. Has also a low risk of liver. Oh, Lord, be careful, girl. Liver toxicity, which is unlike testosterone, which affects liver functions greatly. So she out there basically, to keep it simple, she out there using the juice for the juice. Like, she out there, like, using the juice to get muscle. Like, and she muscular as fuck. Like, come on, man. What's wrong with these people? And Matchroom, they're running like a pharmaceutical factory over there. Poor Joshua, everybody wants to juice against him. Let's go to the press conference.
Showtime pay-per-view. Now, let's introduce our fighters.
Damn, Alycia. up there.
With an incredible record of 59 wins, including 39 by knockout. He is a surefire future Hall of Famer, the reigning and defending undisputed super middleweight champion. Damas y caballeros, desde Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Saúl Canelo Alvarez.
Vamos, Canelo! Days like this is why I'm so proud to be Mexican. Half Mexican, half black, and half Irish.
The undisputed super middleweight champion, putting all 4 belts on the line, Saúl Canelo Alvarez.
Funny enough,
Once again, Showtime pay-per-view from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, September 30th. Jermell Charlo versus Saúl Canelo Alvarez.
the fight being at 168 doesn't mean anything to me. Also, what's up with Charlo wearing these big-ass clothes for 2 days straight? Is that some type of tactic? But I don't consider Canelo
And
to be a
now
bigger
we will
fighter.
turn things over to acclaimed Showtime sportscaster Brian Custer.
Yeah, what up, Donnell? That's the beautiful thing about 2023 or the 2020s, man. You can be anything you want. I was thinking about being a Puerto Rican, too.
Everybody. Want to welcome you all to Los Angeles, Hollywood, City of Angels, and this, the L.A. portion of the press tour for Canelo versus Charlo. I am Brian Custer, the host of Showtime Championship Boxing, and this has been a record-breaking year for the sport. And of course, Showtime has been the network leading the way, giving fight fans what they want. And that's the best fighting the best in mega fights. And on September 30th, that's what we have. We have a mega fight because we got Canelo Alvarez. He's back. He's back with the PBC. And he finds himself in an unprecedented matchup. Unprecedented because it will be the first time in the 4-belt era that 2 undisputed champions from different weight divisions will face one another. It's a matchup of 2 of the sport's pound-for-pound best, 2 of boxing's most explosive and electrifying fighters. Canelo Alvarez, boxing's first undisputed super middleweight champion, will be putting all 4 belts of his on the line against the Iron Man, Jermell Charlo, the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. Canelo will be making the 3rd defense of his undisputed titles, while you have Jermell Charlo looking to dare to be great, moving up a couple of weight.
Hey, y'all think I'm crazy? I'm going to, I'm very close to picking Jermell. And I'm gonna stick to it. And I understand, you know, me being Hispanic, that it's important that we ride with our culture. But I'm also black too. You see what I'm saying? You know, so I hate to turn my back on Canelo. You gotta say like Canelo. Vamos. But I think Jermell can do it because the weight, I don't count the weight. I don't count it. It's at 168, but I don't consider Canelo to be a 168-pounder. He just masquerades up there and can get away with it with the current crop of 168-pounders. For example, I would pick David Benavidez to beat him. I'm not even joking. David Benavidez is huge. If he ever fight David Benavidez, expect for Canelo to put a weight cap on him. Like, it's going to be a rehydration clause. But I haven't picked Jermell yet. I'm scared. I'm not confident yet. And plus, sometimes when you know, I've been on YouTube now for 10 years.
Mr. Tom Brown.
Y'all want to listen to TB Tom Brown?
Thank you, Brian. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Well, anyway, what I was saying is, like, the amount of social media bullying that, you know, I was targeted with in previous fights, and I understand I've been off of YouTube for a while. By the way, my channel was suspended for 2.5 months. So that's why I haven't been producing any content. As soon as I started getting some momentum again, YouTube smacked me up. Like, so I didn't make no money off of YouTube. So we're back now. I did get my other channel, TstreeT Uncut, monetized and partnered with YouTube. That's where I've been producing content, but only enough content to get me monetized. I wasn't going to be working for fucking free. I made sure I got that shit taken care of before Spence Crawford stepped in the ring. But yeah, we back. We back. So I'm going to be covering only the big fights on this channel and smaller events. Like if it's not a pay-per-view, basically pay-per-view events will be covered on this channel. Fights on the Zone and like regular ESPN cards, shit like that, you know, they're going to be covered over on the other channel.
Trainer of the year, Mr. Derek James.
All right, let's listen to what James has to say.
Well, I'm very happy to be here to finish up this last leg of the promo tour. And I'm happy to see everybody turning out. And hopefully everybody turn out September 30th, because I believe that the fight will be fireworks. Jermell's coming with fireworks. I'm sure Canelo's coming with fireworks. I'm looking forward to having a great performance and a great victory that night. Thank you all.
Charles Barkley, you sicko.
Next, head trainer, manager of Canelo Alvarez. He's also a two-time trainer of the year. The latest in 2021, Mr. Eddie Reynoso.
All right, I'm going to translate.
Bader will do the translation.
Oh, no, not mine. Y'all don't need me. I was going to translate for y'all.
Pues aquí estamos de nuevo otra vez, listos para seguir avanzando y seguir haciendo historia.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here and we're ready to keep moving forward and to keep chasing and making history.
Agradecido con PBC, con el equipo de Charlo, con Derrick James, con Joan Guzmán, con el mismo Charlo por haber tomado también esta pelea.
I'm thankful with PBC, with everyone from Team Charlo, including Derrick James, Mr. Guzman, and everyone that, including Charlo himself, has made this possible.
Dos campeones indiscutibles en una pelea no es fácil en estos tiempos. Creo que sí es un gran esfuerzo por parte de los promotores para llevar a cabo esta pelea.
It's not easy to make a fight between two undisputed champions like we have done. So it took a great effort from both promotions to be able to make this happen.
Los estilos de Charlo y el estilo de Saúl creo que reúnen los requisitos para que sea una gran batalla.
Styles make fights, and I believe that Canelo and Charlo's styles clash perfectly to make this a great fight on September 30th.
Así es que los esperamos el 30 en Las Vegas para que disfruten una gran pelea.
So come on out on the 30th to Las Vegas. It's going to be a great fight.
Yo, that closed caption was going crazy. Did y'all read that?
Coming to the podium next. This man's got a record of 35, 1-1. 19 of his victories have come by knockout. Everyone he's faced, he's defeated them. He's one of boxing's pound-for-pound best. He's got a unique skill, knockout power, sublime boxing skills. He is the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world, the Iron Man, Jermell Charlo.
Vamos, Canelo.
We're here, baby. It's lines only. I just gotta say, I really appreciate Canelo them and his team, Eddie Reynoso, the whole Canelo team. I appreciate Derrick James, Juan Guzman. I want to give a shout out to PBC, Brittany, Tom Brown, and everybody for even considering me.
Oh, hey,
you
man.
know, the little brother of the Charlo twins. Like, you know, how could this fight be such a fight that could be sell out to the world and and seems to be so big. But when you got Undisputed and you got the Undisputed King at 168, and I'm the Undisputed King at 54, and when I got the call, you know, a lot of people asking that question, you know, they didn't understand what was going on. They was listening to the wrong people. You know, ESPN ain't with us, and all the reporters that did it all wrong, they didn't understand. But when I got the call, there's nothing that I could say other than jump on it, let's go, and let's get it. Because my whole career has been about almost chasing Canelo. You know, like Canelo been a top guy for a long time. And if you want to be great, you always want to just fight the top guy. You want to be, you know, I see you, Robert Diaz, in the crowd, because he remember from Golden Boy, us always trying to work and try to possibly get that fight. But it presented itself now, it's here, and I just got to get in there and do my job and be the best that I can do and be the best that I can be. And I'm hoping y'all all come out, you know, get your tickets on AXS.com, come to T-Mobile Arena. Y'all follow us, tune in, all access, tune in. Y'all, it's gonna be exciting. We bringing boxing back to the best that it could be this year, and we're gonna give y'all a bang for y'all buck. And that's all I gotta say. Thank y'all. Lions only.
Can we get a Lions only in the chat? And I thank you, Al
champ.
Heyman.
Now to the podium. He is boxing's biggest superstar. Pound for pound great. Future Hall of Famer. This man has beaten 18 world champions in his career.
That's a mean mohawk.
Super middleweight champion of the world, the first man to ever achieve that. He is Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Muchas gracias. Gracias a todos por estar aquí. La verdad que estoy muy contento de estar de nuevo aquí en una pelea grande, una pelea entre dos indiscutidos. Muy agradecido con todos los que hicieron posible esto. BBC, Al Heyman, Eddie, gracias por siempre estar conmigo. Gracias al equipo de Charlo también, muchísimas gracias. Y pues contento de verlos nuevamente. Gracias a todos ustedes, los medios también, por estar aquí siempre apoyándome, apoyando cada una de mis peleas, a mi equipo de trabajo que también está aquí, mis amigos. Contento y como siempre voy a dar lo mejor de mí en el entrenamiento para traer lo mejor de mí en la pelea. Sé que no será fácil, pero me gusta. Me gusta, la verdad es que es lo que me gusta, estar en este tipo de peleas para seguir haciendo historia. Muchas gracias a todos y espero el 30 de septiembre verlos ahí, de cualquier lado que estén apoyando este tipo de peleas, porque son las peleas grandes que la gente quiere ver. Muchas gracias. Gracias a todos.
All right, so.
Okay, I'm going to say in English, right? Because it's going to be difficult for you, right?
I can do it, but you're the man here.
You tell me. Me or? Okay. No, thank you everybody for coming up. Thank you to all the reporters coming, my friends, my team. I'm just happy to be here and being involved in this kind of fights, big fights. I appreciate the team Charlo, Al Heyman, PBC, all around the promotion. Eddie Reynoso for being with me my whole life, and my team, my friends. Thank you. I hope everybody enjoyed this fight because it's gonna be a really good fight for the fans, for everybody wants to see this fight for a long time. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, who taught him English, man? This shit got good, man.
Gotta respect it, man.
No good English, man.
I know. Hey, you gotta respect a fighter who is so good. He's his own translator. I love it. Thank you, Canelo. All right. Yes, absolutely. You're great at it. Let's get right to these questions here, guys. I thought it was interesting, Canelo, yesterday when we were in New York, and we asked, so many of the people in the media thought it was going to be Jermell, but it's Jermell. You told the media, you said, I believe Jermell is a tougher fight and a better fight. Tell the people why you believe that.
I think both are great fighters. No disrespect them. I think both are great fighters, but I think Jermell have better opposition in the fights, and I think he's the better fighter. That's what I think.
Mel, after September 30th, what are people going to say about Jermell Charlo, a man who stepped up 2 weight classes and took on boxing's pound for pound best?
I think they're gonna appreciate my skills and what I've been doing for so long as a kid, and they're gonna believe and know that every fight I come to put on a hell of a show, but I'm also dangerous at the same time. So people will be mixed in emotions and calling me great, and that's it. You know, I want to be known as great after this.
Eddie, Martin, now you have to work. You have Undisputed versus Undisputed. Obviously, fighters get up for a challenge like this. How about from a trainer's perspective? How excited do you get for a fight like this matching up against a trainer of the year as well?
Acá tenés a boxeador indiscutido contra boxeador indiscutido, pero desde la perspectiva del entrenador también hay una gran batalla de intelectos con Derrick James. ¿Qué tanto te interesa, te entusiasma el poder estar mano a mano con un gran entrenador del año como él?
Pues siempre es más motivante, estar peleando con un gran campeón como lo es Charlo, ante un gran equipo como está conformado por Derrick James, y pues todos esos son ingredientes para que tengamos una gran pelea entre dos campeones, dos peleadores indiscutibles que no son fáciles, no es fácil a veces concretar este tipo de peleas, y pues nosotros listos y más que nada motivados al 100.
We are 100% motivated as a team to be facing Team Charlo, which has a great trainer like Derrick James. It's going to be a battle of wits, yes, but it's all about, you know, the fighters in there, 2 undisputed champions, and the trainers backing them up, making sure that they can fight at their best.
Derek, same question. You look at this fight, 2 undisputed champions, but the last 3 trainers of the year will be going at it right now. How much does that motivate you, knowing you're going up against a guy, not only a great fighter, but then a trainer who's been trainer of the year for the past couple of years as well?
Well, I think about it like this, is that I think about my job for Jermell and making sure that he's able to do everything that I need him to do to be successful. I'm not so focused on who's in the corner because, I mean, we're not fighting. It's just, you know, so I think that so much about Jermell and helping Jermell get to the best ability and best, give him the best knowledge that I can give him and prepare him for the fight. But I think at the same time, this is a fight that you're facing Canelo Alvarez, which is a super fight. And so you're always motivated, you're always inspired, and something that you never thought about it until it presented itself. So I'm motivated to do my job and to make sure that Jermell comes out successful.
Canelo, after the John Ryder fight, people were saying, I think Canelo's losing something on the fastball. Slower, maybe his defense isn't as good. If Jermell Charlo gets in there and boxes him, outpunches him, he gets a win. Your thoughts?
No, we'll see. We'll see. And I understand what the people say, and I agree. No, I don't look my best in the past 2 fights, but I know why, and I'm ready for this fight, and we'll see. We'll see what is gonna happen. You're gonna see something different.
Gonna see something different is what he said. Mel, you know what? You can watch tape. You can go to the fight and see a fighter and have this impression of that fighter. But then when you're in the ring with him, it's something different. What is Canelo Alvarez about to find out about Jermell Charlo on September 30th?
That I'm not just a little Charlo. I'm the big Charlo. So he gonna realize that I'm what I am, and I say I am. So Canelo will see that I packed a good punching power. I got good lateral movement, good abilities to move around the ring, and I'm a general just like he is. And so he'll see that September 30th, it won't be a walk in the park, and just as well as, you know, he's gonna do something different and do something better. Same thing with me. But I'm not gonna overtrain or overstep or overthink it. I'm gonna just get in there and do what I do and have fun.
Same question, Canelo. People probably have seen tape of you. They've come to the fight and watched you fight. What is Jermell Charlo going to find out about Canelo Alvarez on September 30th?
No, look, I always say, outside of the ring, they look or they see I'm an easy fighter, but when they step in the ring with me, is completely different. Just different. It's not the same being outside of the ring and being in the ring with me.
He stole that from Floyd.
Different guy.
Guys, we'll wrap it up with this. September 30th, Showtime pay-per-view. Jermell Charlo. Give the people a reason why they need to watch. Give the people a reason why they need to come to Las Vegas and see this fight in person.
I'm going to bring that Texas heat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to come show up. And I'm going to show out. And I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do what I do and that I love to do. And I'm going to represent us, the culture, the people that represent me. And we're gonna put on a show.
And be undisputed champion at super middleweight?
And of course, be an undisputed champion at super middleweight, and then we'll figure out the rest. And hopefully I'll become a 3-time, and nobody could be that. Somebody tell the WBO, get my belt so I can be 2-time undisputed.
Canelo, same question. Give the people a reason.
I'm gonna bring my best, like always, my best, and put my skills, my experience in the ring, and I'm just gonna do my best in the ring, and that's it.
There you have it, folks. September 30th, Showtime pay-per-view, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific time. Get your tickets through AXS.com. Guys, let's get one last face-off for the people here in Los Angeles and for everyone watching.
So that wraps up the Canelo Charlo press tour. 2 city. Yesterday was in New York. Today they're in L.A. Watch the fighters face off. September the 30th, $84.99 on Showtime pay-per-view. Undercard so far is going to feature Erickson Lubin versus Jesus Ramos. Frank Sanchez versus Chris Arreola. And we're waiting for a confirmation for the 4-fight pay-per-view card. One more fight's missing. Canelo signed a 3-fight deal with PBC.
There you have it. Undisputed versus undisputed. Charlo, Canelo, Showtime pay-per-view, September 30th. The undisputed super middleweight title will be on the line.
So as I was saying, Canelo's signed a 3-fight deal with PBC. Those 3 fights right now could look like, this is if he wins, of course, Jermell Charlo, possibly David Benavidez. Spence could have been in the mix.
Never in the 4-belt era have 2 undisputed champions faced each other from different weight divisions. But it will happen on September 30th, live on Showtime pay-per-view, Canelo versus Charlo.
Spence could also be in that 3-fight deal, but he would have to beat Crawford. For some reason, I feel that Canelo is not going to fight David Benavidez. And as far as the Dimitri Bivol fight rematch, I don't think we'll ever see that again. Canelo's blaming Bivol.
True, the sports pound for pound.
Charlo is, no matter how big the clothes are that Charlo's wearing like he wore yesterday and today, he's not fooling anyone. He's bigger than Canelo right now. And when I first heard about this fight, I was like, they was like, yeah.
Thank you, LA. We will see you September 30th from Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena on Showtime pay-per-view.
The fact that this fight was in at 168 didn't really mean much to me because, as I said earlier, I don't consider Canelo to be a natural 168-pounder, in my opinion. I believe he's, a 160er. Definitely had no business at 175, but God bless him. I'm glad he tried. He tried to fight Badu Jack at 185 for a 200-pound title. I thought that was some bullshit. Then tried to put a rehydration clause in. It's like, that's some bullshit. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jermell Charlo wins this fight, if I'm being perfectly honest. I can see it. You know, let's go look at the resumes because yesterday they wouldn't get a chance to do it. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about Miss Alycia Baumgardner. Like, that shit's wild. I like Erickson Lubin versus Jesus Ramos, though. And shout out to Erickson Lubin for taking the fights that are being offered to him and, you know, like tough fights, too, at that. And, Chris Arreola versus Frank Sanchez. I don't want to see my boy Chris Arreola get beat up like that. You know, special place in my heart. But yeah, my concern about Jermell Charlo was the layoffs. So Canelo, 59-2-2 with 39 KOs. He's 33 years old. Last fight was this May against Jesus. I forgot that fight was even. That's how pointless that fight against John Ryder was, and I covered it. He fought John Ryder in May, went the distance with him, looked a little older, did look a little slower. It was his first fight back in Mexico where he actually headlined in the stadium. The Golovkin rematch just was a stinker. You know, like, you know, he won. I don't even remember the cards being that close, 8-4, you know, 7-5. But hey, I had it more like 10-2 if I remember correctly. The Dimitri Bivol fight in which he lost. Caleb Plant. So he's been on a streak of some tough fights. Billy Joe Saunders, Avni Yildirim, ill. Colin Smith beat up his arms. Punched Sergey Kovalev, the woman beater, in his vodka belly. Did I ever tell you the time I almost had to fuck him up? Sergey Kovalev, not even joking. I was going, listen, you see, he ain't seen nobody like TstreeT. He tried to grab my camera. I think he was hungover or something from vodka. This was at the Andre Ward press conference in New York in a beautiful building overlooking Central Park. So I didn't know if the flash on my camera was on. So he went like, he was like, let's get to the light. And I was like, and I pulled back like, yo, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't touch my equipment. You know, if you want to get on TstreeT bad side, start fucking with my gadgets. Don't fuck around with my gadgets. So anyway, I was, you know, just decided to tell you guys that story. But anyway, moving on. Danny Jacobs, Rocky Fielding. This is when he was testing the waters at 168 pounds. You know, my concern at that time was, you know, seeing how he looked at the weight. But active fighter, he's got a lot of wear and tear too. A lot of wear and tear. He's had a wrist injury, 2 knee injuries, right? And then wasn't it an elbow or shoulder? Now, Charlo, my concern about Charlo was, look at his resume, is the inactivity. The inactivity, and also he's coming off of a hand injury as well. 35, 1-1, 19 KOs. How old is Jermell Charlo now? He's like 32, right? Let me check. Give me a minute. 33. He turned 33 in May. Last fight was last May against Brian Castano in a rematch, one of the fights of the year. The last fight before that was in July of 2021 against Brian Castano. So one fight in 2020, Jason Rosario on that Charlo doubleheader on pay-per-view. He punched Jason Rosario in the fucking stomach, had him convulsing. Remember that? Like he was on the, like, looking like he was going to throw up. You don't remember that? I'm going to show it. I'm going to pull the clip up. That was wild. And Derek James was looking like, damn, like, I think you're about to throw up. I'm glad he's okay, but oh man. Let me see if I can find that clip for you real quick. Like he was down there fucked up. They got it on the Twitter. Like he was dry heaving.
And in stunning fact, Charlo came out of the law. Down goes Rosario.
Look, oh, you can't see it. You got to see it in slow motion.
And down goes Rosario from a jab to the body, and he's in trouble.
See how lucky he was about to throw up? But yeah, that was from a jab to the body. But anyway, going back. He's been inactive. You know, that's my concern. And Brian Castano, you know, mind you, Brian Castano is about 5'7". He's a more active. How can I say? He has a similar style to Canelo, kind of, except he throws more punches. Jason Rosario was never really too high on him, especially when you look at how J-Rock Williams' career has been going. So it makes you question that J-Rock Rosario win. It's like, well, damn, you know, was that really such a big win for him? The Tony Harrison rematch, he looked good there. But he's never, obviously, fought, you know, someone like Canelo. Or Canelo. There you go. Just trying to learn to say things in my more native Hispanic tongue. You know, trying to make sure I learn the correct pronunciation. Canelo. Vamos, Canelo! I'm getting there, though. Still a ways to go. But the fight being at 168 doesn't mean anything to me. I wouldn't be surprised if Charlo weighs in at 154 and comes into the ring at closer to 170. You know, probably even bigger than that, for real, for real. He kind of hinted at it yesterday that he weighs in at 154. And then remember, Showtime don't ever show the unofficial weights, like ever. So the size is not a problem to me, but also Derrick James said he's going to have him weigh in around like 164, so he's not going to come in at the full 168 pounds. And there's also that other big money fight out there with Terrence Crawford, which, if you think about it, depending on how the fight looks against Canelo, is it just that we're so hyped for it right now because we're so soon off of the Spence fight? And how will the fight with Terrence Crawford and Terrence Crawford and Jermell Charlo look if Jermell Charlo goes in there and gets demolished by Canelo in a boring fight, either gets knocked out brutally or demolished, straight dominated? That's definitely going to affect the marketing of the Terrence Crawford fight. You know, so I just think, you know, I mean, in a perfect world, I wished, you know, that the Canelo deal didn't happen just yet, because then we would have had a realistic chance of possibly seeing Terrence Crawford versus Jermell Charlo for Undisputed sometime around this time next year or so, because you got Tim Tszyu WBO mandatory. But me and Big J will talk about that later. By the way, Tim Tszyu may be fighting Brian Mendoza, WBC interim champion, the one who got the upset over Sebastian Fundora. But overall, what's the buzz for this fight? Before we go check on what's going on with Miss Alycia Baumgardner, who popped dirty by a organization. In fact, let's talk about that now. I don't know who these people are. I've never heard of drug-free sport. This is who she got popped by. This organization. Now, according to Dan Rayfield, she popped, I forgot how to say it again, guys. Damn it. Let me see. Hold on. This shit. I forgot how to say it again. I got to look it up. Hold on. By the way, this is my secondary channel, TstreeT Uncut. Hold on. I forgot how to say it's an anabolic steroid. Like, it's juice. It's as juice as you can get. It's not like something that helps you work out. I mean, do better cardio, like the phentermine tea, or like the Billy Joe Saunders nasal spray, or like the tainted meat, the clenbuterol tainted meat. This is as juice as you can get, like as steroid as possible. You can't get no better juice than this. The only thing we don't know is if it's a needle. Hold on, I forgot how to say it. All right. And apparently it causes some shit to you too. Let's see here. How did he say it?
So as far as women goes, it's not safe, right? Viralization side effects will occur with Proviron.
What? Oh shit. This the shit they say she taking. Man, I hope it ain't true, man.
Truce, I hope everyone is doing well Today's ASMR sip is 1907. Check out 1907.
What does it do, bro?
Known as mesterlone. So 1-methyl dihydrotestosterone,
Mesterolone.
otherwise known as Proviron, is owned by Bayer currently. And this was
Mesterolone. Basically, when you look, you know, at the way this woman's been looking, you know, and she didn't look like this before. I'm just speculating. We playing internet doctor. But when you know, when you look at this, man, for example, let's go look at this weigh-in.
And what better way than to do it in
Like,
her...
look at this woman. You know, straight. Like, it's ugly. And she's a very profound, polarizing.
The reigning, defending, and undisputed super featherweight champion of the world, Alycia, the Baumgardner.
You know,
129.4.
She got muscles on top of muscles, and she didn't used to look like that. So of course people gonna talk, and she's sending out cryptic tweets, and I'm guessing threatening people. Like, you know, let me see. Matchroom's put out a statement. Matchroom can today confirm that Alycia Baumgardner returned an adverse analytical finding as part of a random anti-doping protocol instituted voluntarily for her bout against Christina Leonardo in Detroit on July the 15th. Matchroom was first informed of the result on August the 12th. Okay. So basically, statement saying it's a, look, I'm waiting to see what she got to say too. What you got to say, Michaela Mary? Where you at? Where you at? Yeah, there's me. There's me. I'm the expert today. Can't even say the word, but I'm an expert. You know, and this was wild. This is the girl she fought in her last fight. Happy to share the win with you, too. This was an amazing fight that I really enjoyed. You came back stronger and much better. Thank you, champ. She was stronger. She was better. Lou DiBella chiming in. Of course, you know, they're going to try to strip her ass. And look, she do this. This is what she posted. She getting cooked. I'm talking about she getting taken to Pound Town, like on social media. You know how it start. They start calling you a drug cheat. They call her Alycia Big Pharma, Baumgardner, like bum cheater. You know how they are. You know how social media is, man. They're animals. And then she turned off her comments. So instead of just come out and say, I didn't do that shit, I'm a dog walk that bitch. Don't be talking shit about me. You know she can cuss. Instead of her coming out and just being like, I ain't do none of that, she, you know, I mean, okay, you turn your comments off, you go to the gym, you post this cryptic shit. I'm blind. You know, what does this mean? You know, say something, damn it. Say something. You know, another day, another battle. We good. You ain't fooling me. Keep showing y'all faces. I'm here. We're here. You know? And if and now look at her. Look, mate. Look, mate. And she be having muscles on top of muscles.
129.8.
Like just one. And poor Terry Harper. Poor Terry Harper.
Defending an undisputed super featherweight champion of the world, Alycia, the Baumgardner. 129.4. 129.4 for Alycia, the Baumgardner.
Look what she did to Terry Harper. Poor Terry. Terry was frozen like a stone. The fucking stone.
Will it still be around the waist of Harper at the end of his contest? But
Look, she was stuck. So now all those, like, it's going to be questions now about all of her wins. They're going to be like, yo, well, you know, it's going to follow her for the rest of her career. I guess we're going to wait for the B sample. Look what she did to poor Terry.
Around the waist of Harper at the end of his contest, but she walks on
Look what she did to Terry.
to her right hand.
Like she was stuck. And Terry was never seen in that division again. She went straight to 154, like 4 divisions up.
End of his contest, but she walks onto her right hand and she stands virtually.
Wild. 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 Yeah, she in hiding. I mean, when I looked up this company, she ain't even get busted by VADA or USADA or WADA. She got busted by these people. Y'all ever heard of these people? I've never heard of them. She got busted by, like, Wild. How come I've never heard of these people? Drug Free Sport International. For PEDs that just so happens they would help her look like she does, like her physique. Like straight glamazon status.
129 point.
I mean, you know, allegedly, but does this look all natural? Like, I'm talking about she be jacked. Like, even when she not making weight, she be jacked, bro. Now, me, can I be honest? I got a dad bod. You know, I've been losing some weight. You know, I'm a 40-year-old man now. You know, but TstreeT like the BBWs. You know? You gotta have some meat on your bones. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, if I met a chick like this, you know, I dealt with a fit chick. Nobody ever this fit. But I, you know, like just straight chiseled like that. But that's just not my thing. She's a beautiful woman. But everything just looks so hard. Like, you know, just smashing with this muscle butt. Anyway, let me just keep things, you know, professional. You know, I was smashing this chick. This is back in college. She ran track. Like, you ever see like a chick with a fat ass, like Serena Williams, basically? Like, yeah, it looked good, but that's all muscle. Like, it's not, no, dog, no, you don't want those problems in your life. It'll mess you up. Like, hitting that, like, oh, nah. Like, it's not a pleasurable experience. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, what was I talking about? I've never heard of these people. Like, ever. Sport drug testing. Let me see if there's a list. Is there a list? There should be a list, right? That tell you, like, yeah, what can't you take? Let's see if anything new came out. Everyone's waiting for Michaela Mayer to say something. She ain't say nothing yet. And when it comes to Matchroom fighters, I'm not blaming Matchroom as a promotional company, but correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm missing anyone. Gerald Big Baby Miller for Anthony Joshua. I remember that because I was at that fight and I'm at the press conference. Gerald Miller. Dylan White twice. Connor Ben. Alycia Baumgardner. And who else? They're running a factory over there. They got to get that shit sorted. But as far as women boxing is concerned, this is going to set women boxing's back. By the way, what happened with Hannah Gabriel's situation? She was supposed to fight Clarissa Shields. But it's a bad look. It's a bad look, man. And the fact that, you know, the way she looks, people going to be like, oh, no wonder why you look like that. You was on something. You was on something. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. And this is the stuff. You know, I'm not no damn doctor, but when I see synthetic anabolic, like that shit just sound no good to me. What is it used for? Anabolic steroid. Treatment of low testosterone. Oh, so she building that shit up. Allegedly. Let me see if I can find another image of her, and you just can see like how jacked this girl is. Like outrageously. I hope that shit ain't true, man, but you know, it's kind of like the court of public opinion. It's like, oh, you know, like, look at you. You always looking, you know, like. Well, I don't want the music. Turn that shit off. But look at that, man. Look at that, man. You know how they say, like, juiced to the gills? I think it's just a little bit of juice, you know, or a lot of juice. Like, look, whole different body. Whole different body. This is older. I know this is older. This is not recent. Whole different body. Whole different body, man. And somebody just put this highlight reel together 7 days ago. She had a whole different body. Even he, you know. You know. It's good to juice. I mean, you know, I just say, listen, at this point, you know, I know it doesn't make any sense, but just let me get it off my chest. Just let everybody juice, man. You know, let me see something here. Like, how does this shit get out of your body? Here it says, look, this is what it says it does. Help people build muscle. Is it the same as testosterone? It's a synthetic testosterone derivative. I don't know what none of this. Okay, I kind of do know what it means. What is the best steroid cycle for muscle gain? She out here juicing up. Let's buy some. Let's buy some. Can I buy some? Oh. $80. I want some. I'm gonna try it. Oh, is this illegal? Oh shit, Alexa. Ain't nobody talking to you.
Thank you. Your feedback will help improve the experience.
The fuck? Is this injectable steroids? It's an ultimate cutting effect, hard, dense, and elastic muscles, an attractive muscle relief with visible veins, removal of excess liquid, preventing water retention, smooth but stable growth of athletic performance, speeding up recovery processes, eliminating side effects of anabolic steroids, including gynecomastia. Doesn't have something to do with the tits. Solving sexual problems. I don't know, guys. This sound like the good stuff. This sound like the good stuff. Let me see something here. Let me see what the weigh-in was for her and Michaela Mayer. That sounds like the good stuff. You know? Where's this weigh-in at? I can't find it. This 480p footage. Oh, no wonder why, because it was in the Shield's Marshall weigh-in. I forgot, my bad. It's not, I gotta find the Shields Marshall weigh in. But yeah, she gonna light her ass up. She gonna light her ass up when Michaela Mayer decide to speak her shit. I'm waiting. I can't wait to see it. But no, this is seriously some big news though. Like, this is wild. I'm looking to see for the girls weigh in. Here she is.
She needs her to come in. She needs her to try and have a toe-to-toe with her, because you can punch, but mine's a better boxer.
Champion Michaela Mayer. Official weight 9 stone 3 pounds 5 ounces for Michaela Mayer.
Nicola, both fighters in absolutely peak condition. They're both looking good, both raring to go.
Yeah, this is going to be really exciting. You've got a box fighter, and then you've got emotion.
Johnny, we always get asked, don't we, in boxing, whether rivalries are genuine, whether they're real. When it comes to Mayer Baumgardner, it is absolutely 100% real. These two do not like each other.
You know what I noticed? Even in this weigh-in, she looks different. Even in this weigh-in, she looks different than the very next fight. When she fights Christina, look, let's watch this, right? Watch this, watch this. Watch her weigh-in, and we're going to watch the weigh-in for the very next fight.
Johnny, we always get asked, don't we, in boxing, whether rivalries are genuine, whether they're real. When it comes to Mayer Baumgardner.
Now, what I'm going to do, since I got all this nerd shit here, I'm going to pull up her weigh-in on the very next screen for her last fight. And they were both at 130 pounds, correct? You know? So was there VADA not for her last fight, but for the Michaela Mayer fight is the question. You know, so she thought so here's my theory. Here's my theory. If she was guilty, right? I watch a lot of crime shows and shit. Here's my theory. And I'm smoking some pot. She wouldn't wheeze the juice for the Michaela Mayer fight because that was such a high profile, crazy fight. And VADA was likely involved if they were involved. But then when she fought a lesser opponent in Detroit on a smaller scale card against Christina Linardo, her last fight, she said, you know what? I need the extra edge here. And they were both. Oh, excuse me. No, correction. It was 2 fights later. Here it is right here. Here's her resume. Michaela Mayer 130. Let's look at the weigh-in. So we just watched the weigh-in for the Michaela Mayer fight. Okay. This is her for the Michaela Mayer. Let's watch it one more time. Let's see if we can get a full body shot. This is for educational purposes.
Johnny, we always get asked, don't we, in boxing, whether rivalries are genuine, whether they're real. When it comes to Mayer Baumgardner, it is absolutely 100% real. These two do not like each other.
All right, so now let's go look at this weigh-in. This was her next fight. Let's see what you're looking like, girl, for educational purposes. Let's see what you're looking like. Get up on that scale. The people want to know.
13 victories, 1 defeat. She has 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, USA, here is the reigning and defending WBC, IBF, WBO, and IBO Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Alycia, the Baumgardner. Baumgardner. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Ella Mechaled. $129 for Ella Mechaled. 129 pounds for the diamond. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Alycia, the Bomb Baumgardner.
Johnny, we always get asked, don't we, in boxing, whether rivalries are genuine, whether they're real. When it comes to Mayor Baumgardner.
All right, so let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Now, this is 2 fights. This was against Michaela Mayer in, let me get the date for you. That was against Michaela Mayer, October of 2022 last year. This one is in February of this year, the very next fight.
So 129 pounds, 129 pounds for Alycia Baumgardner.
It is absolutely 100% real. These two do.
And we're going to look at her last fight. So So let's go look at her last fight against Christina Latardo in July last month. Now look at that. Now when you look at this weigh-in, you're like, hey, oh, you're like pretty much. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. So when you look at this fight and this weigh-in, you be like, hey, like, okay, some shit's going on here, man. What the fuck? You know, and now it's like we got to ask questions. We got to ask questions. So this is the last fight. And then we didn't watch her last 3 fights. Well, this is the third one. It's like, okay, man. Okay. I mean, I understand all that shit. The lighting's different. But it's a little, you know. It's a little concerning.
Undisputed super featherweight champion of the world, Alycia, the Bomb Baumgardner. $129.
So what did she say? It's real? Jacked out of her mind.
Defending an undisputed super featherweight champion of the world, Alycia, the Bomb Baumgardner. 129.4. 129.4 for Alycia, the Bomb.
She was saying in steel, my bad. So yeah, you know, there's some changes. There's some changes right there. There's some changes. Let's go even further back and see how she looked against put it this way, I'm seeing a significant change from when she fought Michaela Mayer to since her last 2 previous fights. She had 2 fights since then. Let's go back and look at Terry Harper. What card was that on? Did anybody remember off the top of their head? I don't feel like I can just look at it right here. I don't know, cuz listen, I'm not one, Galahad Martinez, I'm not one to condemn people, but I can say it's like, it looked bad, champ.